Welcome back, grade 2. How are you? I hope you're happy and safe. Our lesson today is really interesting. It's materials can change. Through this lesson, you will learn how to argue from evidence that some change caused by heating or cooling of materials can be reversed and some cannot. Are you ready, grade 2? Let's start it. What do we have here? It's butter. This butter is melting. Why do you think that? It's melting. It's turned from solid to liquid. Why do you think the butter is changing from solid to liquid? What do you think? Did you say because of heating? If so, you are totally right with grade 2. Interesting. Now let's see the next page in your book, grade 2. Page number 77. This is Tani and this is Lana. They are melting butter. Let's see the question. Which friend has the better claim about the butter? Let's see Lana. Lana said melted butter can change back to solid butter. What do you think, grade 2? Is this correct or not? Think about it. Let's see Tani. Tani said that melted butter cannot change back to solid butter. What do you think? Which friend has the better claim about the butter? Tani or Lana? Did you say Lana? If so, you are totally right, grade 2. Yes, of course, melted butter can change back to solid butter. Excellent, grade 2. Since butter turns to a liquid when you heat it, it will become a solid again when it cools off. Great job, grade 2. So please, grade 2, be sure to write this answer in your book, page number 77. Let's see the next page, page number 79. This horse is made of glass. It's very nice, right? It's made of glass. What do you think, grade 2? How do they shape this horse? It's made of glass. You know that the glass is breakable. So, how do they shape this horse? What do you think? It's a big question. And how and why does not the glass break when they shape this horse? To answer this question, grade 2, please watch the video in the description. This one, shaping a glass horse. So please stop the video and open the link, watch the video, and come back here. Welcome back, grade 2. Did you watch the video? It's very interesting, right? So fun and so interesting. Now I think you can answer me, grade 2. How is glass shaped? What do you think? Did you say by heating the glass? When we heat the glass, it becomes soft, so we can shape the glass, just as this horse. Very interesting. Now let's see the next page, page number 80. We have an inquiry activity here. Interesting. We will use clay, cup of ice, and thermometer. Through this inquiry activity, grade 2, we will explore the difference in clay and ice when heated and cooled again. So until now, we know that the property of a glass is that it's bendable when heated. Today we will see how will a small amount of heat change some properties of clay and ice. What do you think, grade 2? Make your prediction. How will a small amount of heat change some properties of clay and ice? So make your own prediction, grade 2, and through this activity, we will investigate this question. Now let's see how can we apply this activity. Step number 1. Record data. Measure the temperature of the clay using the thermometer. Record your measurement in the table. Table page number 81. The second step, observe the clay. Record other properties of the clay, like the color, the hardness, etc. 3. Use your hands to warm the clay. Measure and record the temperature again. 4. Observe the warm clay. Record other properties of the clay. This is the table that should be filled with recorded data of clay. Let's see. What is the temperature before heat? Is it high or low? Of course, it's low. It's centigrade 2. What did you observe? What are the properties of the clay before heating? Like the texture and the hardness. Did you say hard and smooth? If so, you're totally right, grade 2. Now, after heating, the temperature, of course, is high, centigrade 2. And what is the texture and hardness of the clay after heating? It becomes soft and sticky, centigrade 2. Great job. So, as you see, some properties of the clay are changed with heating. It was hard and smooth before heating. After heating, it becomes soft and sticky. Interesting. Now let's test the properties of ice before heating and after heating. So, as the first step, measure the temperature of ice and record your measurement in this table. Here it is. Then observe the ice. Record other properties of the ice. After that, set the cup of ice in a sunny spot. Now observe the cup of ice after 1 day or many hours. Record your observations. Finally, measure and record the temperature. Let's record your data, grade 2. Before heating, the temperature of ice, of course, it was low, excellent, grade 2. Now, what are the properties of ice before heating? It was hard and clear. Interesting. Now, after heating, the temperature is high and the ice became liquid and still clear. Interesting. So, heating can change some properties of ice. Interesting. Now, let's answer this question. Page number 80. How will a small amount of heat change some properties of clay and ice? What do you think? Heat will soften the clay. Heat will melt ice. Excellent, grade 2. Now let's see this video, grade 2. Here we have 2 ice cubes. They are the same. Now let's see. One of these cubes is melted. Why do you think that? This one is not, but this one is melting. Why do you think that, grade 2? Did you say because this one is heating? If so, you are totally right, grade 2. You know now that heat can change a solid ice to liquid water. Excellent, grade 2. So, we learned today how well small amount of heat can change solid ice cubes to liquid water. Interesting. Now, let's see the next page. We have many questions here. Page number 82. Question number 10. How did he change some properties of the clay? As we see, some properties were the same, like the color, and some were different. It had the same color, but it was softer after heating. Interesting. Let's see question number 11. How did he change some properties of ice? As we see, the ice melted and turned from a solid to liquid. Interesting. Let's see question number 12. Did your findings support your prediction? Of course, yes. The clay became softer and the ice melted. Interesting. Now the big question, grade 2. Can this change be reversed when we cool the liquid water? What do you think? Think about this question, grade 2, and we will investigate this question in the next video. That's enough for today, grade 2. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.